My mom isn't here to see the person I've become, but almost everything I've done is to honor her. My mom was misunderstood and faced a lot of challenges in her life, but I was always her baby boy. Because of it, when she passed, I faced a huge level of regret I could have never imagined. I lost my mom when I was 21 years old. I had a challenging relationship with my mom. There was a lot of anger towards her for how my childhood went, but like any other son, she was the person I wanted to make proud more than anyone else. Losing her and knowing I would grow up without her in my life changed everything about me. I felt so much regret for the relationship I didn't have. I blame myself. I lived a would've, could've, should've. I felt broken. I felt like there was a gaping hole in the middle of my chest and I couldn't fill it. I lost direction and I lost motivation to push forward with living life. The world just stopped for me as it moved on for everyone else. I felt like those scenes in movies where the guy is standing in the middle of the train station while looking down and the whole world is passing by at 1,000 miles per hour. I just wanted to lay in bed and cry. I wanted to do anything to make the pain go away. My heart was broken. My heart was broken because up until this point, I hadn't accomplished anything. I barely graduated high school. I failed at being in the army, and I felt like my mom never got to see me succeed. And I thought about things like her not seeing me get married or have children, and it just broke me. This is where I made the shift in my life. One day I had off of work, and it was a snowy day, and I sat watching movies on TV. I think this was back in around 2008. And one of those commercials came on for Everest Institute, and it was basically the message of, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? And I don't know, for some reason, but they had resounded tremendously in me. And I got up and I looked into college. I filled out the application for community college and I went down and took the placement test. When I saw that commercial, I thought to myself that she's looking down. This is what she would want for me. I have a firm belief that there is a heaven, and I believe the ones who have passed have the ability to look down on us to guide us and watch us. I knew that even if I couldn't see her or talk to her, that maybe at least she could see me and make something of myself. I realized in my eyes, if I could do something that I believe would make her proud, and somehow I could be happy too and have pride, and knowing she's looking down and smiling. The moment I graduated from college, I walked outside with my cap and gown. I looked up to the skies, I put my arms out wide open and cried. When I said, Mom, I did it. I did it for you. Everything I still do is with the thought that she's looking down and watching me be a good father to my son, to be a kind and humble person, and to show empathy for others. I want her to look down and know I achieved success in my life, but I want her to be the most proud for the type of human being I am and not the success I have. I graduated from college because of the motivation I had for living on for her. I know I'll never be perfect, but as long as she can see what I'm doing, I can keep moving forward and I can have peace with that. The way I still carry my mother with me is one, by the way I look, as it reminds other people of what she looked like. One way that I honor my mom is by giving my son the same nickname that she gave me. She used to call me her Munchkin, and I used to tell her, Mom, I'm not a donut hole. But it's funny, the things you thought you hated are the things you miss the most. So now I take my son to Dunkin' like my mom used to, and I give him little chocolate donuts that she got me, and I call him my little Munchkin. One thing she also taught me was to never trust squirrels. She says they are very sneaky. My mother was a huge fan of Elvis Presley, and maybe that's why she named me Aaron. Memory by when I'm with my son, we go to the playground, we play Elvis Presley's album #1 hits, and I tell him about my mom. She may be gone, but she will never be forgotten. To anyone who has lost their mom, especially at this young age when you're becoming a man or woman, it's hard to say, but the easy part is when people ask you how you're doing. Truly the hard part is when people stop asking and they expect that everything is going normal and back to regular life. It's not that easy. So my heart definitely goes out, and I'm definitely saying prayers about you and for you. And if you're going through these troubling times, I would love to pray for you. I pray that you find peace and take the time you need to be sad, to cry, feel helpless. I believe we feel pain that we do when they die because of the impact they had on us when they were living. If you're struggling now, talk to your friends, talk to your family, seek therapy. If you need it, this helps more than you could possibly know. To talk to somebody that is completely objective. They can give you the tools that you need to process your grief and process your emotions and be able to move forward with your life. If you're like me and being young and having your whole life ahead of you, use your mother as your motivation. And she will always look down on you, whether you become successful or not. Keep pushing yourself forward to make something of yourself by giving yourself a greater purpose. Whether that's in your career, by being a great parent or husband or wife, know that she is looking down on you and she is proud of you. The hardest parts are going to be the first of the first. So the first anniversary of the death, the first birthday, your first birthday, her first birthday, holidays, anytime you would have with your mother. Those first anniversaries are the hardest because you're reminded of what you don't have. So working through those are going to be the hardest. On those days, try to be around people who love you. On those days, you should be being loved and being around people that care about you, that want to make you feel better. And your mom would want you to be surrounded with love. There's always going to be that pain of missing your mother, but you can use that as your ultimate motivation for being the very best version of you and living life the best you can, because that's what she would want for you. Thank you for watching this video today. If you want to put your mother's name in the comments, or if you would just like me to pray for you, please put a heart and I would love to pray for you. If this video resonated with you, please consider subscribing so that we can have future conversations. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you and your families.